Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to another Bedrock Let's Play with me, Great Taz. Now let's get on with this, shall we? Alright, as you can see here, we're standing right by the village breeder that we had made last time. I've been sitting here looking. We have 2 villagers in that block. We got 3 skipping around there. We have 2 villagers back in there. So if that correctly, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I am correct. And there's one way back here in the corner. So that makes 10. That makes our first 10 villagers that we needed to actually be able to make our iron farm. So we got the villagers, but we need more than that. So let's go. Now over at the house, I've been using my super smelter, or my mini smelter, auto smelter, that sits right over here. It's not a super smelter. It is still slow. Super smelter is fast, but it is a good XP gainer and stuff like that. As you can see, we have 23 levels of experience, and as you can see, my helmet is purple, and so is that sword. But if you look at my toolbar, so is my pickaxe. If we look deeper into here, we also notice we have a netherite silk touch pickaxe and a netherite axe. I have been doing a little bit of netherite mining in the nether, and I have been trying a few different techniques that doesn't include beds and or TNT. So, because I don't have a lot of gunpowder right now, and I just don't, well, beds require no gunpowder. I do have a wool farm. I do have lots of wood. I could do the beds, but the beds also require you have a lot more blast protection, and it produces a lot of fire, and I really don't want to be dealing with that right now because I don't have fire protection. I don't have a lot of fire protection, but I have been doing some enchanting, as you can see. I got some really good enchants on our netherite helmet. If you would like to name this helmet, in the comments below, hashtag helmet and a name. We got some diamond chest plate here with protection, some blast protection leggings. We got some decent diamond boots right here. Our netherite sword is to the max. So if you want to do the netherite sword, go ahead, hashtag sword and the name. In comments below, we have a fortune pickaxe and a soul touch pickaxe. If you want to name these two, hashtag spick and hashtag fpick, and with a name. And then we have our netherite axe. And to do that, just hashtag axe and a name. We do have a diamond shovel that is kitted out to the max. All these are maxed out. Banes of Arthropods wasn't something I wanted, but when I did this, I got a Breaking 3, Silk Touch, Efficiency 4, I think. No, yeah, Efficiency 4 and Bane of Arthropods 4 all in one enchant. I couldn't pass it up. I had an Efficiency 4 book, so I added it to it and a mending book, and then we got our maxed out axe. Now, this is just a work axe. It's not a combat axe, as you can see. In Bedrock, this is a +7 attack, and this is a +14 attack. Again, this is also, the sharpness also adds to it. So if we look at swords, our diamond is +7. That is the same attack as, if you look at our axe. All right, we look at axes here real quick and just do a comparison. It's a 6 attack, and this has 7 attack. It gets +1 more attack because it's netherite. So that would mean the sword would be +1 because it's netherite. So if we look at swords again, we look here, it has a 7. As where this has a 7, so just a basic diamond sword has more attack power than a diamond axe in Bedrock. Now, in Java, that's a little different. Axes actually have, I think, 1 more attack power, maybe 2 more attack power than a sword, but they can't get like some of the extra stuff the sword can. You can't get sweeping edge on this, but you can get sweeping edge on your sword in Java. So that's the benefit of a sword. You can hit multiple targets where an axe will do more damage in one hit. Which, if you would think about it, that would be basically right. In the combat snapshots, they were going to add a enchant just for the axe called cleaving, which would give this basically the same thing as sweeping edge, the sword's sweeping edge. I just think cleaving, I think an axe one hit with more power should be the way it be. I don't think it should have a sweeping attack also, because that will just make swords completely worthless. Enough with all the chanting stuff. We've also been collecting materials for our farm. And as you can see here, our iron farm right here, as you can see, we got enough for one layer right here and 20 beds and 20 fletching tables here. So we are collecting stuff by smelting it all up in the smelter or oven over here. Right here, as you can see here, we are continuing to smelt more and more up so that I don't know why that happened. And this is how I've been getting my experience. You go through here, you do like that, and you can see now we're at 29. So if I do it again, once this comes popping up, this will get me more experience. If you pull it out one piece at a time, as you can see now I went from 29 to 34. You pull one piece out at a time, you'll get a buttload of EXP, and you can get up levels real quick. This is a good way if you die and can't get back to your experience, if you have something cooking up in here, or even if you just leave it so it doesn't auto pour out with the hoppers, it will burn up everything that you have in here, and then you can come back and then grab it and then get quite a few levels in one quick swoop. All right, so I think I have that open. Nope. I closed it again, so we will pick it up one more time, and then we will go from there. All right, as you can see, I'm trying to get smooth stone for what we want. I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a little adventuring, and I'm going to show you this technique that I through doing my research. It doesn't work 100%, but it is a pretty good technique to use if you don't have TNT and or a wool farm to make beds. So let me get to the nether and then get down to where I've been mining, and I will show you how it goes. All right, folks, here we are in the nether. We still haven't made the nether portal, but now since we have netherite pickaxes, we'll be able to clear out, and efficiency 4 pickaxes, we'll be able to clear out a lot of this area really quick. So that's what we will end up doing. We'll clear out a lot of this area all the way up to the nether roof. Now, you can't get on the nether roof in Bedrock, but you can in Java. I can't show you that technique in Bedrock because you can't get on the nether roof. So, yeah, there's that. Maybe someday Bedrock will be allowed to get on top of the nether roof, but who knows? As you can see here, I've put up a couple chests. These chests are holding netherrack and magma blocks. Now we're using the magma blocks in attempts to we're getting magma blocks also, and for a future project, maybe a gold farm. Now, like I said, this series was intended to last until 1.17 came out. I think I'm going to continue this on until now, since 117 has been split into a part 1 and a part 2. So 117 and 118. I think what I'm going to do is continue on this until 118 or the world generation. As you can see, I got a lot of holes down here. Now down here I also have some chests and a crafting table in case I need it. This is to hold stuff before I go back up, and it's holding a bunch of netherrack and gold. As you can see, I got really long tunnels down here. When I got down here, I just mined out in a huge circle, except for behind where I was at. And I found my first pieces of netherite. So what I did, ancient debris. So what I did is I start mining it off in the left or right direction, because in the game, ancient debris has a big thing of spawning on the edge of chunks, and that is a good indicator. Now I did have one here, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our silk touch, and we're going to move back this general direction a little bit. I think this is where that the lava lake is, so we're going to have to watch as we get back here, and we just want to keep some blocks in our inventory so that we can go here. Now I do have a really nice diamond shovel, but I'm using up, I've got a bunch of iron ones from the farm, our XP zombie farm, and I combined them all, and I got a real good one, so I've just been using them up here and there so that I have some spare shovels just in case I need them. So we're going to continue back this way, and we're going to see what we find. If once we find some netherite, I will get you back in here and show you that, or I should say ancient debris. As you can see, if you mine too fast, you'll actually go on beyond the generation quickly. But you just keep going back and past, and oh, would you look at that? Right there, we got some ancient debris. It looks like only one piece right now, but if we take this ancient debris, we mine around it, we might, okay, there's 2 pieces. All right, a vein of 2. Let's see what we get. As long as we don't get no lava. All right. I'm only tapping it real quick because, again, my pickaxe is efficiency 4. Efficiency 5 is the best you can get on a pick for efficiencies. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a torch right here as an indicator that there was ancient debris right here, and we're going to go back this way, and then we're going to come back this way. We're going to go about 100 blocks to see what we find. So right now we're at 63, so we want to go to 163 and see what we find. We're just going to leave that right there. We'll come back to it in a minute. Another reason I'm using Silk Touch is so I can pick up all this stuff. It's good gold. Whoops, I didn't want to drop down that far. And we'll just keep going, and when I find my next piece, we'll see how far down this row it was. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we see our next one. We were at 63 back there when we found those. We are at 57 with another one. I did that through a time lapse so that you could actually see. All right, this is going to be a nice one. All right, we're going to see the maximum a one can come in is 4, I believe the block size is. So we got another set of 4 right here, matter of fact. Speaking of that, we'll keep digging around it to see just in case we might find a vein, a miracle vein of like 5. It does not look like it, so we got it all dug out around. What we'll do is, as you can see, we are already full. Our inventory is full. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna fill this hole back in. We already know where it is. All right, and that is less than 100 blocks from the last one. And then we found another one. So we can continue going on this way. All right, and then we can go in the 4 directions, the 4 cardinal directions or side directions, however you want to look at this, of this tunnel right here. So we can go that way, and we can go this way also. So what I want to do is just do this and then put a torch right down there, and that kind of signifies to me that I've found netherite or ancient debris scraps right here. So we need to figure out what we can get rid of. Well, as we go back, I'm going to be filling in the floor here, just like so that we're walking on the same level. Now, speaking of levels, as you can see on my coordinates there on the left, I'm at level 15. This is pretty much the most optimum position that, through my research that I've found, for you actually to be able to mine netherite scraps. Some will tell you 11 or 12, and that's because they're confusing diamond ore with the current level of diamond ore with netherite. Now, netherite has a chance to spawn anywhere in the nether, inside walls. There is no, you won't find it peeking out of air pockets. So like if this tunnel was already here, this netherite would not be here. It will not touch the air. So that is one thing to remember about netherite, or ancient debris, I should say, which turns into netherite. Your ancient debris will never be touching an air pocket. So if you're walking in a tunnel down more magma blocks, we'll come back for those later. I'm just going to go with the quartz right now, because really you can never have enough quartz. So as I was saying, you can basically only find netherite or ancient debris in closed areas. So you have to actually be digging a tunnel to actually find it, or blowing area up. You will not find it in anywhere there's an air pocket or an open tunnel in the nether. If you find it, well, all I gotta say is, I don't know. I have never ever found it that way. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of something. We're going to accidentally pick up more of something and get rid of it, because we have a whole stack of netherite ores. Now I am carrying all my tools. I could put those down and not worry about it. That way I have more space in my inventory, which it might be a smart idea just to carry space in my inventory for what I actually need it. Now I am only filling in the holes in the hall that I'm running through. That way I can run back and forth through them at an expedited pace. But like he said, this one is at 64 and that one's at 53, so that's less than 100. Now we can go 100 this way and 100 more this way to just see what we see, and I will do that, and you won't have to suffer through all the mining, and I will show you every time that I come across another set of ancient debris. Now this, like I said, this is a really good way to get ancient debris and fill up your inventory when you're not really wanting to. But that's why I got these chests back here. I am saving a bunch of netherrack because I will later smelt it up into other stuff. And what I'm going to do here, I had the gravel in here. I'm saving the gravel also for dynamite. So I'm going to do a few different things here so that I have space in my inventory, just like this, and I'm actually not overfilling my inventory. Flint and steel. We're going to take some of these other things out of my inventory that I really don't need. To have all my water's useless. I want to keep my torches. I don't need the wood or the sticks or the coal or my arrows or that. I want to keep this bar here. I'm going to put my ancient debris there. We're going to do this for netherite, gold, blackstone. We're going to do just one stack, and the rest is going to be, we'll do one stack of soul sand too, because we won't run into that as much. But that gives us plenty of room to carry around a bunch of netherrack. And then, so we see how many we getting, I'm going to put that all my ancient debris right here. So I'm going to go grab those two, and then we'll be right back here. I'm going to go grab these pieces so that I have it in my inventory. And then we're going to go ahead, and we've already know where that one is. We're going to mine 100 blocks this way and then 100 blocks this way and see how many we got. So far we got actually 6 pieces. There's 4 down there. We're going to go this way and then see how we go. And I'll be back once I find more. Oh snap. Run! I need, yeah, I need some netherrack in my inventory. That's what that other spot's for. So we can block off stuff like that when it happens. So... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we found another netherite ancient debris right here. We're at 6, and that is 63, so that's roughly 60 blocks away. So let's do a quick peek around to see how big. There's so far we got 3. We want to watch mining up in the nether just for the simple fact of lava. As if you've watched some of the little bit of the time lapses I'm doing here, you can see that lava flows like water in the nether, and yeah, that's kind of a scary thing. So here we are, and we're looking at, looks like another stack of 3, because it will not appear in, it will not make its way up into a glob of soul sand. So there we got another set of 3. So again, I can come right here to the middle one, and we'll put a torch down, and we can still see the other torch. We're still going to continue over 100 this way, so that's another 3. We're going to go ahead and leave those right there. We'll get them on the way back. We'll continue on to, so we're roughly 100 away from our first set. We might have changed biomes. Doesn't look, nope, maybe not. So once I get to the next 100 point from our first set that we found, we will come back in here real quick and we'll see. Alright folks, and here we hit about 100 blocks from where the first set we found in this episode. So as you can see here, there's nothing here, but as you can see through the time lapse, lava, like I said, the lava does move pretty quick. There is a huge vein of gravel right here that we could actually mine up and use for stuff, but we're not worried about gravel right now. We'll just come back down here and we're going to get our quartz that's in the wall, and then as you can see here, I put a torch right here. Here is another singular, at least singular scrap. That's a double pieces of scrap, so it's a 2-veiner. So once you find one piece, you definitely want to mine around, just like you do with diamonds. You want to mine around the whole piece, each individual piece, just to see, just in case. So here's another 2. I did put a torch down so that we have an idea where it is. Now I'm going to pick these up as we're going back towards the center. I'm going to leave the torch here. I'm going to grab all my quartz and stuff that are down this hall, because we can mine this later for experience. We're going to grab these 3 pieces, or 2 pieces right here, or 3. I was right the first time. Sometimes I don't know what the heck I'm even talking about, so but anyways, this is one thing I do know what I'm talking about. Now this is the one problem as we're back here to the center that you will have to worry about. You won't have to worry about gas down here, but you will have to, depending on what biome you're under, will depend on what spawns in your tunnels. As you can see here, I mean, you can put down torches, but I'm only using torches as identifier for locations of where we found. Now I could put one right on the top and then dig a hole and put one down underneath to help block lights, or I could put it on the wall to help spawns. But as you can see down there, we have a skeleton. They will spawn down in here once you mine all this stuff out, so you have to watch that as you're running around. You can get magma cubes if you are in the right zone. Again, you have to be in the correct zone for them to spawn. So we are in a soul sand biome, so that is why we are getting skeletons. Now I'm gonna run back down here and grab this set of 4, just so we don't forget it, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and finish up the next few meters or blocks that we didn't make it before. Oh snap, oh snap. Leave my torch alone. Yeah, just keep going down that way. I don't care if you go down that way. That might be a lava pool. Nope, it wasn't. Why didn't it? I don't know. I'm just going to continue down this way here real quick, and then we'll be right back. I'll meet you back down in the center. Alright, back here in the spot where we found the first set. We got 2 torches down there where we found some that we can go 100 blocks either direction. Now, if you go back here, like I said, I found a spot right around here. This is 35. That's not quite 100. So, but I wanted to just go in a direction, find some, and then go 100 in each direction from it. So that was 35. This is 7. So that's about 30 away. We're going to go to negative, basically 100 this direction, and see what we see. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, we had some gold ore, nether gold ore right here, and then we have this. But our ancient debris right here. But as you can see right here, this was actually covered up by netherrack of some sort. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do what we've been doing. We're going to dig around it to see what it is. Now we are a little lower than prime ancient debris scrap mining zone. So as you can see here, it is only a single block. That's perfectly fine. A single block is better than no block at all. But I'm in this, I found this cave system, and I kind of wanted to come through here partially with the time lapse to show you that there is lava up there somewhere, to show you that you won't see it in any open spots. As you can see here, there's lava. I am open spots. I still do not have found any ancient debris open air, as you can see here. Now, I don't want to get myself too far gone or lost. I do want like I said, I do want this. There's lava up here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. And I'm going to mine this very, 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 very carefully, because I don't want a lava bath. As you can see right above there, there's some lava drippage. We don't want to mine any of that really, if we can avoid it. I'm just here out in this line, trying to find any possible quartz. I am leaving the fires burn because it is a light source, and it will keep hostile mobs from spawning. Alright, here's where negative 100 from our first one, and as you've seen through a bunch of that time-lapse stuff there that we went through. We went through a large tunnel system, and we found one piece. And that one piece wasn't touching the air anywhere. It was actually touching a netherite gold block. And you can see we're still finding some of this. I'm not going after that. Forget it. We're still finding some of that tunnel right here, as we came across it in two different spots right here, and we went through it all, and then right here also. So there is, sometimes you can run into tunnels underground, and these are all, have you noticed through the time lapse, I can tell you now that it was all the way, all that tunnel system was all underground right there. So going to, I thought this was a piece of netherite or ancient debris from way out there. It was hard to see. So as you can see, it's not a guaranteed. We went 100 that way, we went 100 that way, and we went 100 that way, and we've gotten 12, and that was a little over an hour. Now we can go also come back over here, you know, and go 100 this way and see what we get. And that's what I think I'm going to do real quick. So we're going to go 100 from basically right here, which is going to take us to 137, and then I will be back with you quite quick like. ladies and gentlemen, so you can see we only came out with 12. Going down that way got us nothing but another tunnel. So we've gotten quite a few. If you stop and think about it, we got 12 in today's session. We got 2 more back at the base. And if you look at all the equipment that we already have, we have a netherite pickaxe, 2 netherite pickaxes. So that's 4 apiece there. That's 8. We got an axe. That's another 4. That's 12. We got another 4 here, which is 16. And then we got 4 here, which is 20. So we've gotten, with this technique and this technique pretty much alone, well, I found 2 somewhere in the upper nether. So with this just technique alone, we have gotten a total of 32 pieces. So there you have it. It's a decent way to actually go ahead and find netherite in the nether. All you have to do is make sure you have a good pickaxe. Make sure, or multiple pickaxes. You're going to need a diamond pickaxe to mine it. So you need at least a diamond pickaxe to be able to do this. All right, you can go and mine and find the stuff first and then come back and pick it up later. But to actually mine the ore itself, the ancient debris ore itself, you need a diamond pickaxe. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pick up all my goodie supplies, and in just a little roughly around an hour, this is what we came out with in this session. All right, now I'm not going to sit here and look at the netherrack to see how much we came out with, all right, because that's not really a major interest. So right here you can see that we came out with a decent amount of everything, excluding, we're going to exclude gravel too because we had some down here in the box. Anyways, I think we had a stack. So we came out with almost 4 stacks of gravel. For quartz, we came out with 6 stacks and a little bit more. For gold, netherite gold, for nether gold, we came out for almost 2 stacks. Now, ignoring our arrows and stuff like that, all right, we did come out quite well off in the long run here as I'm slowly picking stuff up and putting it back in my inventory. Now, we can fortune the netherite gold to get the gold that we are going to need for making this ancient debris into stuff like into our netherite scraps. So we're going to leave all this down here. All right, so at some point we'll get all this smelted up into nether bricks, and or we'll make red nether bricks using netherrack, nether bricks, and nether wart, turning it to a red color. I think I like the red color other than the real dark color. That nether bricks is what you find in a fortress. We do have one of those somewhere, which we're going to soon start working on our nether hub, so that we have quick ways to get around. Now, as you can see here, we've got some decent blackstone which we can use later. This is also an alright way to get blackstone, but the quickest way to get blackstone and basalt is actually going to a basalt delta. Now, you can make a basalt generator is the words I am looking for. You can make a basalt generator. It just takes ice, blue ice or packed ice, preferably because ice melts near lava. So either one of those and lava, and you make it a lot like you would a cobblestone generator. So I'm going to take all this stuff, this wonderful stuff we got today in this little portion session, and I'm going to take it back to the base, and probably going to have to find other places to store it because I think my nether box or my nether chest in the house is kind of full. So we're going to store the gold with the gold, of course. The scraps or the ancient debris are going to get smelted down into scraps. Then we're going to turn them into netherrack so that we can use more netherrack on some of our tools, kind of like our shovel and our armor that we are wearing. Oh, hello, Mr. U. Come on, fire. Hey, you're lucky I'm holding it. Alright, you need to stay out of my, AO, Air Chief. I don't know where you spawned, but I thought I had this spawn lit up well enough to not spawn anything, but alright, whatever. Now that we're back to the overworld, the first thing we're going to do is we want to repair up this pick. The quickest way we're going to be able to repair up this pick is... Hi, Mr. Llama. What do you think you're doing? Is do this right here, just like so. And that almost completely repaired it in one fell swoop. So we're going to do it one more time. There it is. It's completely repaired. And it got us some levels. So we have more levels to be able to go enchant. We're going to put, again, this stone right back up here. And we're going to lock this once again because we're going to let that smelt, and we're going to smelt up our ancient debris as a priority first. And we're going to just let it go and smelt on up. We're going to take the experience. That way we can do some more enchanting. Now, we need gold. Yo! Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Whoo! Oh, that's not good. All right, well, we need to put the chest back down quickly. It didn't blow up anything of importance. That's what's seriously important. Goodness gracious, my heart is running wild right now. Oh, holy smokes, Batman. Our chest up top got blown up too, so we got to put that back up there also real quick. Nope, not where I wanted it. Close enough. Put that back in there. All right, well, I gotta fix the stinking ground here real quick. Stinking creepers. I'm gonna have to go get dirt from the inside of the house. That's perfectly fine. I'm not worried about that. Thank you. Stinking creepers. All right, here we go. We got our netherite scrap. And we're gonna turn the furnace back on. Like so. So we got our chest back in where it belongs. All right, as I was trying to say before, we were rudely interrupted by a stinking creeper. Is the nice thing about netherrack gold ore, it can be fortuned right now as in 1.16. In 1.17, all gold ore, iron ore, and copper ore will be also fortunable. So you'll be able to get more out of it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to fortune this. So hopefully we get enough just nuggets to be able to not have to dig into any more gold, and maybe make a few more ingots with just this stuff right here. All right, there we got at least 64. Actually, we got almost 2.25 stacks. Oh, we got more right there. So we almost got pretty close to 3 stacks. We're going to turn that right into gold ore. Then we're going to turn our netherite scraps and gold ore into netherite ingots. So first thing we need to do is get rid of this because we were looking at stuff. So we got 20 of those. That will easily give us enough scraps. That'll give us 3 more scraps. There we go right there. Now we have 3 more items that we can turn into netherite. Now, these aren't the best items right now. My helmet is really good. It's also why they don't have mending on them. But my shovel and my pickaxe, or my hoe, which is out here, should be, I do have enough. But on the other side of that, I would like to get full netherite armor before moving on to finishing up my tools. Now, this tool has to have mending on it, so that's good right there, and that's good enough. As you can see, we still got plenty more gold to go and mine, and we can get levels out of that also. But another quick level, like we said we've been doing, is come right over here, turn off our handle. This will lock all materials in here. And yep, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. So we need to wait for another one, and we'll do it one more time to get both of our pickaxes completely ored up, repaired. There we go. Then we'll let it just smelt away, putting the stone back up here. Now we could go mine stone to get down there, but this is a good way to get experience, folks. So I'm gonna run back into the enchanting setup, see if I can burn up some of these levels without dying, and then go from there. We're gonna chop all that wood down. That's a huge jungle tree. All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. So today we just did another adventure. We got some ancient debris, smelted it up. I gave you a good way to find ancient debris in the Nether. It works most of the time, and it'll work just as well if you just if you want to find like a set of ancient debris in one spot and dig out 100 blocks one way in all four directions, and then go ahead and blow that all to smithereens with either beds or TNT. You'll be able to blow up a large areas, but it's not guaranteed. Now, I was reading the wiki. It says that they can form in blocks of 1 to 3. We solved there that we got a blob of 4, and that it will only spawn within Netherrack, Blackstone, and the such. I don't have that open right now, so I don't remember exactly all the wording, so I can't say for sure. But with that all being said, I hope you enjoyed this different one. This wasn't a buildy type of episode as we've had before. The last one wasn't really a super buildy type episode, but there was some building. And here in the near future, we're going to get working on the iron farm. It's going to be right behind my head over there on the other side of the hill. I have to figure out where the 100 blocks away from all villager tech, so that would be beds or professions. At least 100 blocks from that, the house, which that's got the closest ones in it. And once I build it, I have to make sure I don't build anything within 100 blocks of it. And then also 100 blocks away from our zombie XP farm, because that does have a bed in it also over there. So with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you did like this video, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel for more people getting to see this video. And also on top of that, if you're not subscribed and you want to keep up to date with all this great Minecraft stuff and see what comes on next, make sure you click that subscription button. And if you want instant notification, click that notification bell and change it up from to occasional to always to get instant notifications of any of my uploads, whether it be World of Tanks, Minecraft, or game reviews. There's lots going on over here at Great Taz Gaming, the variety gamer. So we'll be seeing you soon. Come on back. Now you hear?